Hey, 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 mamas, and welcome to Mom's Mouthing Off podcast with Christina and Diane. Join us as we talk about all things kids, marriage, and everyday adulting in a judgment-free zone. Because let's face it, this shit is hard.
And came with no instructions. So trying to keep it all together can seem near impossible. Here, we'll share our shit show stories in hopes that you find comfort in knowing you're not alone and that we all have those moments that just make you want to say, "What the fuck?"
Hey, everybody. Hello, Diane.
Oh, Christina.
I need to figure out a new hello because I feel like...
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Kermit D. Frog here.
What's up?
So, Diane, well, actually, you want to do a quick recap?
Sure.
You want to go first? Go ahead.
Sure. I'm Diane. I am the mother of two lovely boys. I have Liam. He is 8. And little Logan, who's 6.
Bacardi is just watching like an audience.
Bacardi is Christina's dog.
Bacardi is our guest host apparently today.
Yes, he's the producer.
He followed me in. So I'm Christina. I have 2 children, big Logan, who is 8, Aria, who is 6, and little Bacardi here, who is 13.
13, buddy.
And a husband named Ed. Yes. How was your week, Diane?
Well, so my week has actually been extremely quiet.
That was a stupid question.
Do you really want to know? Do you want me to rub it in?
I don't want to know how your fucking week was. Super jealous about your week, by the way.
So this is the week of no camp and no school. So my children go to my in-laws. They're about 2 hours away. And thankfully, this is I think it's the 3rd year they've done this, where they take the kids for the week. Now, I had a revelation. Is that what you call it?
Don't know where
you know the word I'm trying to say, right? That I was like, why don't I take off this week? Because every year they've gone away, I fucking work. So I literally, it's the same
don't
motion.
Actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same motions I normally do when they're here. I just don't have to yell at anybody.
Right.
And I come home to a clean house.
Clean.
Yes. All the couch pillows are where I left them. And there's
nobody spit toothpaste in the sink.
You know what's so funny? Today, I finally cleaned their room after, they've been gone for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked, and after 2 hours in their bedroom, because I had to go through their clothes and put their new clothes in for school and things they don't fit in anymore.
Right.
I spent a solid 2.5 hours in their room, and then I walked by their bathroom, and there was still toothpaste everywhere. Fuck it,
not today.
Do that another day, not today. But yeah, so I thought about this, and I'm like, duh, why don't I at least take off 3 or 4 days? I don't have to take off a whole week,
right?
And me and Tim go somewhere on a romantic.
Right.
Getaway or something. I was like, that's stupid of me. So
why don't you go on a cruise, Diane?
Yes. Or I was even thinking that I could do a girls trip that week. Or something like that. And then Tim can go with the guys or something. I don't know.
Right.
So I have another year.
I'll have to work on getting grandparent week watching.
Get on it. You have a year.
We've been slowly planting the seed with my in-laws, and they're like, oh, I think they're too young. We're like, no, they're fine. They'll be fine.
By next year, they'll definitely be fine. So I think next year I might try to take off a few years.
Years.
Oh my God. A few days. But yeah, so it's been...
I'll see you when you're 18.
So me and Tim actually did a couple things that, normally we just don't have time or we can't because the kids are there.
Right.
I actually went to the pool and enjoyed myself.
Oh my God.
I didn't have to worry about anybody drowning. I could actually...
OMG.
Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird
Did it make
feeling.
you want to have a pool in your backyard?
No.
Okay.
I mean, would it be nice?
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
As long as Tim maintains it like he does the fish tank, I'm cool with that. But it's a lot of maintenance involved.
Yeah.
Would it be nice? Sure. And then the other thing we did was we actually played tennis the other night.
Oh, so you did go through with the tennis playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did. And it was so funny because, we're just practicing, hitting the ball back and forth. And I was like, all right, I'm actually not doing horrible. My serves are in the box, and I'm being able to hit it over a couple times, and I felt like I was doing good. And then all of a sudden, we decided to play a game, and then all of a sudden, Tim knows how to fucking play. I'm like, what the fuck? Got my ass beat. Like, he won 6 in a row, game over. I was just
funny.
Like, wah.
So have you talked to the kids since they've been?
I have.
Uh-huh.
I think there's only one day I didn't talk to them. They're having a freaking ball. Like, they're just. My in-laws have like every day planned out what they're doing. They've gone to Chuck E. Cheese. They've gone to a train museum that they love. They're going to a water park tomorrow. I mean, I want to go.
Nice.
Can I go? Can you take me for a week? You can take me to the winery.
Because when I had them, was it the day before they left?
Yes.
They slept over here. Me and Ed watched them, or I watched them. Ed was out. But so that we had a sleepover, and so I was asking them if they were excited, to go to their grandparents' house, yada yada, whatever. So Liam's like the little wise old man that he is. He's like, I am excited, but there's just one thing that I'm not too excited about.
Is this sleeping arrangements?
It's a sleeping arrangements.
Yeah,
he's like, I have a cousin, and he's younger. And every day at 4:00, he wakes me up jumping on the bed. And I don't get any sleep.
That is his number one complaint, is sleep.
I was like, well, maybe you can ask Grandma or Grandpa if you can sleep somewhere else. He's like, I don't know.
Because I said to him, well, why don't you sleep across the hall? There's where me and Tim usually sleep. I'm like, you could sleep in there.
Right.
Yeah, but that bed is just so comfortable. I'm like, well, then shut the fuck up. Deal with it.
Take the good with the bad, kid.
Exactly. No, but I mean, from the most part, it sounds like they're having a great time. Today was the first day. I got a FaceTime, and a second FaceTime for the day from Logan, my little Logan, and he was breaking down.
Aww.
And he was crying really bad, and he misses mommy, and he wanted me now, and he wanted to come home now. I need to come home now. So I'm honestly surprised he lasted this long. I really thought he was going to break down like way before that, because he was breaking down before he left.
Oh, right.
Like, what? No, I'm not going. I'm going to stay here. But I mean, they've been having, like I said, they've been keeping him extremely busy, and
right.
It's been nice.
It's been nice.
Yes.
A nice, quiet week.
Yeah. And it's funny because like I feel like we have this like when all of a sudden we ever have this like amount of time without the kids, you're always like, at least for me, I'm going to get so much done. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to A, B, C, and D done. And Yes. The only thing I have gotten done is the kids' room, which I even copped out on that because there is a shelf above in their closet that was on my list to like clean out. Like most of it is, I think is like, it's like random clothes and shit that like are winter and stuff. I do have like, I put Liam's stuff in boxes, not in boxes, but like the bins that store underneath the beds. So when he grows out of them and then in 2 years,
Logan will fit into them.
Exactly. So I even copped out on that. And I didn't clean their bathroom. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow.
That's funny. And then you also did the thing that moms are famous for doing the day that they left. You were like, I feel bad. I didn't spend, enough time. I don't spend enough time with them. I don't know if you didn't say I don't spend enough time with them, but I think it was the night before you had did something, and I was like, it'll be fine. You are a great mama there. You are allowed to go out for one night, even if it's the night before they leave. They are fine.
Well, because like we had plans to go out Saturday night, and my in-laws were supposed to take them Saturday, but it fell through, and they didn't take them till Sunday. So, and that's why Christina babysat for us last minute, so we could still keep our plans. And yeah, I woke up feeling so bad, and like, cause I got home from your house, I like packed their bags, and they like almost pretty much walked out the door. It felt like so. I was definitely having mommy guilt, as usual,
which we are all guilty of.
Yeah, but feeling will go away once they walk through the house. Give me 10 minutes of them walking through the house.
I was going to say 5 minutes. So I mean, go you because
they're going to walk in
lasting
like,
10.
They're not even going to like. I tell you, I'll tell you how it goes next week. But I bet you. I maybe get like a hug. And then like, where's the iPad? Where's my device?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for
Can
it.
I get a snack?
Yeah.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Which brings me into one of the things I've been wanting to quickly touch up on is, and I know I had talked to you about this, but for a while, my husband, he works from home every once in a while. Not terribly enough, but not a lot, I mean, but just enough like where like when the kids are sick, I don't have to take off work or anything. And he has been for the past year and a half asking me for this like mesh Wi-Fi for the home. And the only explanation I've ever got about it was that when he goes from the downstairs to the upstairs, he doesn't have to switch networks. Because every time you go upstairs, if you switch a network, you get better signal, right? Because there's like a second router upstairs or however the Wi-Fi works. Who the fuck knows? I just want it to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make it work, all right? So to me, I'm like, okay, so you don't want to go on your phone and hit two buttons to because this mesh network, the first one he showed me was like over $200. I'm like, fuck no. Because you can't open settings, go to networks and click on the right network, you know? Like, no.
That shit ain't gonna fly here.
So I have been like poo-pooing it ever since we like pretty much moved into the house. Well, just recently, I finally gave in, and I was like, you know what? You deserve it. Like, he was doing really good at work.
You deserve to not have to switch networks when you walk up and down the stairs, Tim. Good job.
Well, because I felt so bad. I'm like,
you work so hard. I don't want you to have to hit that button, baby.
Because I know he had been asking about it for a while, and then I think the way it came up again was like it was on sale on Amazon. I think he found one for like $180. And at that point, I'm like, all right, Diane, he's been really wanting this thing. Like, just
it is $10 off. Now is the time. It's now or never.
So I was like, yes, you know what, get it. Like, you deserve it. He has been doing really good at work, and
yeah. I'm just messing with
no, I know. So he gets it, and he sets it up, and I'm busting his balls. You know, I'm like, I don't want to hear anything bad about this thing. Everything better be fucking gravy. You know,
rainbows and unicorns.
Yes. So when he finally gets this thing set up, I am just like, and I've told him this already, I wish we would have had this a long time ago. So forget about the whole changing network things, but you can actually, so you hook up certain devices to people's names, and then you can actually look through everything they're looking at, every website they've been on, and how long they've been on it for.
Right.
So the parental controls by far.
But you've missed my favorite part.
What?
Of what you're able to do.
I know I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Jump the step. Back it up.
So, not only can you see like exactly what websites they're on, you can actually block websites. It just makes it very easy to control the internet in your home. But you can actually give time limits, like to each device, you know what I mean? Or person, and you can have all their devices on one person.
Right.
And they only have like 2 hours of internet a day, and that's it. And then once they reach their timeline, it shuts off. The other cool thing, which Christina's alluding to, let's say your kid's being a little fucking shit and talks back to you.
I don't have any experience with that.
You can just go right on and there's a pause button. You go to their name and you fucking pause the internet. Oh, yeah, you little shit? Pause. And then they're like, it's like it's a cache is a couple minutes, you know? Just watch them, because within 2 minutes, Mom, why my YouTube video, it stopped. Oh, did it? Maybe it didn't like the way you were fucking talking back to me. So the other way I have used it, because I have done that a couple times now, where I'm just like, you little fucking shit, and I just pause their fucking internet.
Right.
The other way is, let's say their time is up. And I'll admit, I definitely, ever since this, even before this, my kids have way too much screen time. I admit to it. It's horrible. Hoping once we get back into school mode, that will get better. And I'll be honest, this app has actually controlled it. Not only controlled it for me, but it's been kind of an eye-opening for me of like, oh, yeah, wow, usually they're on way longer. Like, I don't really keep track of how long they're on their screens for.
Now, is it only when they're on the internet or when the thing is on, period? Like just playing games that don't require the internet?
They can still play internet. I mean, they can still play games that don't need the internet.
But I'm saying, like, does it still calculate how, like, much it's being used? Like, how much actual screen time they're using, even if it's not internet